Hello students, now we are discussing a chapter solutions. In the first lecture we have already discussed the basics of this chapter. We have seen that a solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more than two components, and in this syllabus we are mainly going to discuss binary solutions, and I have already told you that a binary solution contains only two components. One component is the solvent, and as you are aware that solvent is a major component, and the another component is the solute, and this is a minor component. This we had discussed, and based on the states of solute and solvents, there are different types of the solutions. We have already discussed that at length. Today we are going to discuss what is a saturated solution and what is the solubility, and what are the different factors that affect the solubility of a solute in a solution. So let us discuss solubility. What happens when we prepare a solution? We take solvent. And then we go on adding the solute to it. Initially, when a very small amount of solute is added, it easily dissolves into the solvent. We again add some more solute to this solvent, and it also undergoes dissolution. If we go on carrying out this process, then what happens is there is a point at which there is a dynamic equilibrium between the solute crystals. When we add the solute, it dissolves into this. So at one point what happens is a dynamic equilibrium is established between the solute that passes from this crystal into the solution, and also the solute that moves from the solution into the crystals. During this process there are two opposing processes. During the formation of the solution there are two opposing processes that take place simultaneously. One is these solute particles dissolve into the solution. At the same time, the solute particles from the solution, they go back into the solute crystal form. At saturation, there is a dynamic equilibrium between these. What I mean by dynamic equilibrium is the number of the solute molecules which pass from this crystal into the solution is exactly equal to the number of the solute molecules that move from solution to the crystal. This is what we call a saturated solution. So in a saturated solution, the concentration of the solute is maximum. So solute concentration is maximum, and so the concentration of the solute at this point is called as solubility. And one more important thing that you have to understand is the solubility depends upon the temperature, and therefore while mentioning the solubility of a solute in a solvent, we have to mention the temperature at which this is taking place, because as the temperature changes, solubility also undergoes a change. So what is solubility then? So solubility is what is solubility? The amount of solute per unit volume of saturated solution as I have told you, it is very important to mention the temperature. Therefore, it is the amount of the solute per unit volume of the saturated solution at a given temperature. At a given temperature. This is called as solubility. And when the solution is saturated, what happens? When the solution is saturated, there is a dynamic equilibrium. There is a dynamic equilibrium between what and what? Between the solute, between the solute molecules moving from crystal to the solution and the solute molecules moving from solution to the crystal. So there is a dynamic equilibrium that is established between the solid molecules moving from crystal into the solution and from solution back into the crystal. This is called as saturated solution. Now what if we add some more solute to this saturated solution? See, what happens here is we get a super saturated solution. So a super saturated solution is a solution in which the concentration of the solute is greater than the equilibrium concentration. If the concentration of the solute is greater than the equilibrium concentration, then we get a super saturated solution, and super saturated solution is unstable. If we add a crystal, a solid crystal from to such a super saturated solution, then there is crystallization of the solute and the solution is converted from super saturated solution to the saturated solution. So this is all about the formation of saturated solution and super saturated solution. So at what happens at saturation? So at saturation, what is happening? Solute is there, solvent is there. Okay. So this is a process of dissolution. Okay. You get solution. At the same time, there is a reverse process. This is called as crystallization. And this is the dynamic equilibrium which is established between these two things. So this is all about the saturated solution, super saturated solution and solubility. I hope you have understood the definition of solubility. Now the solubility depends upon different factors. We will have to discuss in detail the various factors that affect the solubility of a solute into a solvent. That we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.